Welcome to the last section we need to build for our website, the footer. Every website has a footer and it's like the conclusion of your website, where the user can find additional information about a website or a company. So this is the most simple footer ever, but simple is in many cases a good solution. And this footer has two navigations. One for less important links like About Us or a link to a blog, and one for social media on the right side. In a more complex website, a footer usually repeats the main navigation, but that's not necessary in our case. We don't need more than this. So in this last section, there are not many new things to learn, but we keep practicing. So we'll learn how to build a simple but effective footer and a cool way of using social icons on a web page. So for the footer, HTML actually has another special element just for that. And as you can imagine, it's called exactly footer. So first, as always, we need a new row here. So a row. And now, as I told you before, we will have two navigations inside of this row. And so we have a column for each of those because we want them side by side. So I will create two columns here. So column and span 1 of 2. And this is for one of the navigations, and then for the second navigation, the social media navigation. So as before, we're going to use an unordered list in order to build that navigation. And I'm going to call this one footer nav. And so let's see what we need to include into this navigation, because we actually have it right here. So the first link will be to About Us. And again, it points nowhere. So About Us. And now just duplicate this. And blog, press, iOS, app, and I need to duplicate it once again. So Android app. Alright. And now we need another navigation to include links to Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Instagram, because those are the accounts OmniFood uses. So again, an unordered list, and this one will be called social links. So now what we need here, we will obviously not write Facebook or Twitter. What we want here is an icon for that. So you already know where we get those, and it's right here. As I showed you, we have some social icons down here. So here's the first for Facebook. So iClass and it's easy as this. So I'm duplicating it 3 times, and now one for Twitter. The next one is for Google+. And one last for Instagram. And here we go. So these are our navigations. And now we usually have a paragraph as well, where we have, for instance, some fancy text about copyright or something like that. And so let's include another row here. where we can put some text. And in here, as I said, I will put just a paragraph. And we can write something like copyright, and then we use a nice symbol as well, which is called copy. You have obviously seen this in many places. So it's the copyright symbol, and 2015 by OmniFood. Of course, this is not the case because OmniFood is not a real company, but it's just to show you what this usually looks like. So OmniFood created this in 2015, and it's their website. Alright. So we can now check what this looks like in the browser on our web page, and we see our new section down here. So this looks of course a little weird because it comes with the link styling we defined before. So the style of this is like this right now because it's the generic link styling that we defined before. So we have to change this, and we have to format all of this and put these links side by side, and we're going to do all of this in the next lecture.